this site here at Neuron, which is fully irrigated, the sub-clovers are the standouts, strangely enough. Antas sub, Trichala sub, Yanko sub have done very well. The Lucerne has done well. Maddox did real well the first year, but didn't come back the second year. Balancer clover has done quite well, and we've actually got a long haul balancer, and it performed well in the autumn as well as the spring. Balancer is a spring performer, but it's done well in the autumn here, which is what we need. We need autumn production. And they'd be the main performers at this site. The Persian clovers do very well also, particularly in the first year and in the autumn. Yeah, well, here at the Corwell site, it wasn't watered well in the first spring, and so we didn't set seed. And so most of the varieties that aerial seeded really didn't set seed and haven't come back. And the other thing is we had a lot of weed control here, and the herbicides we used knocked them around. So really here, the only things that survived has been the subclovers and lucerne. We're at Legume Bray. This site's a little bit different to the others. It's got pasture mixtures in it, so we've tried to select varieties that have good autumn production and mix them with varieties that have good spring production to see if we can even out production year round and to see if they'll coexist well together. So it's the first year of it. We don't have a lot of results as yet, but what we have seen has been some good promising results here.
I'd say the Bicyrula is doing exceptionally well here, and the arrow leaf and probably the prima gland have all done really well here. I'm just taking a biomass cut to work out the dry matter in kilograms per hectare. We just take these hand shears here. We've got a 30 centimetre by 30 centimetre quadrat. We put that down and just shear off all the bit in the middle. And then we dry them down, and then we get an even weight for all of them.
The Berrigan site, which is more of a red loam soil, here in the first year the Persian clovers did very well. Long haul balancer has done very well, which we're looking at here, and Antas sub clover. Yeah, so what we found is some of the varieties that did okay the first year haven't come back as well the second year, but certainly the sub-clovers have come back well, and the long haul balancer has come back, and its autumn production was actually quite good too. So I'd have to say at this stage, a trial like this which has been well irrigated, it's a bit hard to beat the subs. 2 years into the program, we've learned that if you're going to sow something like this that sets seed aerially, you've got to be very careful with your grazing the first year. We've learnt you must get rid of the broadleaf weeds before you do it. And we've learnt that varieties that aren't suited just won't last, and other varieties will take over.
The feed quality is excellent. We did some feed quality testing on all of the legume species that we've sown, and they all came back very high and all very much the same.
We'll be looking at these pastures for over 4 years. Looking at their performance each year, and that's why we're interested in regeneration. Will they persist for the 4 years?